we like to start every morning with something we fondly refer to as the jargon of the day. This is when we take on one word, one phrase, one acronym, and we try to figure out what are those experts talking about and why are they using these words and why does it give me a headache, right? But what does it mean, and is it something that's going to be helpful to me? So first, because I hate this word, I just hate it. And hate is an extreme word, right? But there you see it on the screen, stimuli. And when people in conjunction with ABA therapy and autism start talking about stimuli, I either want to barf or go to sleep. I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it real. And you guys who tune into the show know that I like to do that. Keep it real. Because I just want to go, really, do we need to call it stimuli? Can't we just, call it what it is? But here's the thing about jargon is that it streamlines the process so people can communicate faster. But you have to be willing to participate in it. So they're going to talk about stimuli. I don't know, it just sounds so clinical to me, as does a lot of what they talk about. But okay, let's know what they're talking about when they're talking about stimuli. And because it's a word that covers a very specific range of things, but not other specific things, it's important to know. So here's our actual definition: a thing or event that evokes a specific functional reaction. All right, so what has this got to do with anything? Let's take a look at our working definition here. A thing that arouses activity or energy in someone or something. So for instance, if I am going to teach, there are so many different lessons that I can teach that the pen becomes my stimuli. And I say, so for instance, I say, what is it? And if what I'm looking for is for the child to be able to expressively label this, I'm looking for the response for the child to say, eventually, it's a pen, right? So in any case, not an exciting pen, not an exciting thing. And to a 2-year-old who's on the spectrum, or a 14-year-old who's not on the spectrum, or is or not on the spectrum, this is not the most exciting thing, right? So if I'm going to try to get a kiddo excited about doing a lesson, this is probably not the stimuli that I'm going to start with. Now, eventually, I do need to teach pen, right? But is this the most exciting pen that I can do? No, it isn't. But eventually I'm going to have to teach boring pens, right? And it's not particularly boring, but you know what I mean. And I need to teach pens of all kinds because this pen looks different than this pen, right? But it's all still stimuli if I'm trying to evoke the response, what is it? It's a pen. But having the right stimuli can mean the whole ball game. It has to be something in the beginning that's clear, and that later on is something that can be generalized so that we can go from this is a pen to this is a pen, right? And if it's something that's confusing in the beginning, we're going to waste teaching time. And if it's something that isn't different enough later on, we're not going to get to true generalization. So stimuli is such a part of the lesson. If you think about it, what I love about ABA and what I love about teaching and good teachers is that they understand that there is no wrong student, that everybody is capable of learning. And if you teach something, I love a teacher who goes in and teaches in a really effective way, which is they go in and they go, okay, I've got a plan. Here's my plan. And they teach, right? And then they kind of assess, is the plan working? And if the plan isn't working, it's not, oh, well, these students aren't learning. And oh, this student can't learn, right? A good teacher goes, okay, what do I need to do to change what I'm doing so that the student learns and that the student wants to learn? And that's where stimuli really comes in, because we have to pick the right thing to spark interest in the beginning, and we have to pick something that's specific and right.